Oh, this is a new, I guess settlement you'd call it, new building area that they're making here. It's going to be a gated community, and someone had actually come over and asked if I could speak with someone here. There was a couple that had come down, I think from Florida, and they couldn't speak a word of Spanish or understand any, so one of the workers who's my neighbor, well, on my street anyway, came by and said, "Can you talk to them? We don't know what to say." So I just finished, they've gone. But the questions they were asking, like, is this really going to be safe here? And we don't have to leave, do we? Buenas. We don't have to leave though, do we? And things like that. But I don't know why you would move here from Florida to live in this. Some of it's done over here, if you can see in the back. I'll walk. Forgive the unsteadiness of the camera, but so you can see a little bit of what's done. It's going to be entirely gated. They're building have built, I guess, a little tennis court in the middle and basketball courts, and they're building a pool, and there's going to be a store and a coffee shop and I don't know, like a little comedor, like a breakfast restaurant and so on. So, and they're billing it as you never have to leave. So what on earth is the point of coming to Mexico if you live in this place? And of course I got a little bit, it's about a mile from the village where I live. I got a little bit, like, oh no, I came here to get away from stuff like this. But I think too, and the others in the village are telling me, they're not going to come out and leave. They're just going to, that's why they came here. They're going to stay inside their little gated place. I think they're afraid of us. I don't know what they're afraid of, but the couple I spoke with were that way. I could see they were concerned, let's say, about the village and the people, and they were asking me about, well, how are the Mayan people? And, well, I guess like everybody, like you and me. And then they asked me if I was a gypsy. I said, no, I'm also indigenous. And they said, but you're not Mayan. And I said, no, I'm Mi'kmaq. It's an indigenous nation from Canada. So we talked a little bit, and I don't know, each to his own. Anyone can do whatever they want. It's their money. You know, if you want to throw it out the window, it's fine. And they're not. They're investing in property in a place where they mean to stay. I think they said 4 or 5 months of the year. But I don't see what the point is myself, really, coming this way. These places are going for, I think, 1.5 million pesos, which is about $100,000 US roughly. That's really roughly. Canadian, that would be like 110 right now, 110,000. But my house was 50,000 Canadian with everything, air conditioning finished and so on. These don't, everything else is extra. I wouldn't, but I'll walk up a little bit so you can see how close they are to each other. And our houses are close too, but that's a little bit different. There's more freedom. I have the woods next to me and the trails. Now that the rain has stopped, I'm told that the snakes won't be as prevalent. They're much more prevalent during the rainy season. And here we go. You'll see the rental office, and they've shown up quickly, which isn't really a great sign. I was asking around, do you know how many of them are sold? And people, not many. And I did say, I saw some cars, and they said some of those were the workers, and other people, like the bosses here, they don't even live there. They're just living in the houses while the place goes up. But a lot of the people here, I guess it does give the people some work in the village. And what I do like, and they like, is that they can get a day or two off to work in the milpas, so they get some steady pay, and they can also keep working in their cornfields. But here, I'll walk up to the street before I close, so you can see. And all of this, of course, along here where you see the fence is going to be the gate. And there's going to be like a daycare, a gymnasium, a spa, blah, blah, blah. So this is what they look like. Enjoy it now because you won't be able to probably even see in once they build the wall. Not that that's any great loss. And there we go. So that's the new gated, complete settlement that they're billing as. You never have to leave.